Everyone again. Sorry, I had to split this up. Interruption. Psalm 21 here. In the Lord's hand, the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels toward all who please him. That's for leaders, that's for anybody. As I said, it mentions the flow of God's grace through that conduit of light connected to our sacred heart, through us, to our soul, spirit, and to share with others. It describes that. A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. So you may think you're doing something right, but the Lord knows the truth behind it, what you do. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, that speaks for itself. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the unplowed field of the wicked produce sin. So again, it speaks to being humble and contrite and simple. Plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. So be diligent, be focused in what you do your best to your ability, and dedicate it to the Lord. Do it for others, not for yourself. And that will lead to profit of soul and spirit. Surely as haste leads to poverty. A fortune made by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a deadly snare. Speaks to any wealthy person out there. The violence of the wicked will drag them away, for they refuse to do what is right. Come and don't worry about the Putins of this world, the Trumps of this world, the criminals of this world. They'll answer for it, trust me. The way of the guilty is devious, but the conduct of the innocent is upright. That speaks for itself as well. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife, with anybody quarrelsome. Better to live alone, away from things, than in amongst someone of those who are quarrelsome, on the wrong path. That's why I love living. I live in Vegas, but I live way out on the very edge of the valley, away from all that chaos. The wicked crave evil, their neighbors get no mercy from them. When a mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom, but by paying attention to the wise, they get knowledge. Those who mock, especially mocking God, mocking you for your belief, remain humble, simple, you're gaining wisdom over them, power over them. By paying attention to the wise, God, you get knowledge. The righteous one takes note of the house of the wicked and brings wicked to ruin. The righteous, capital R and O, righteous one, believe Christ, God. Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered. You ignore the cries of those who are poor and in need. You in turn will cry out sometime. You won't get an answer. A gift given in secret soothes anger, and a bribe concealed in the cloak pacifies great wrath. So don't broadcast your gifts, your charity. Better to do it quietly, humbly. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to evildoers, because they hate right. They hate justice. Whoever strays from the path of prudence comes to rest in the company of the dead. Right. Again, speaks for itself. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich. They think they are, but the more they gain in external, physical wealth, pleasure, the drier their hole inside, their emptiness inside. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous, and the unfaithful for the upright. Those who are upright and righteous, they just even more so, but those who continue to go further and further the other direction. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. Again, speaking of not necessarily a wife, but those who are quarrelsome. Better to live out, away, be away from them. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. So don't be a glutton in anything. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. Of course, that's pursuing God. One who's wise can go up against the city of the mighty, pull down the stronghold in which they trust. So those who follow God and his wisdom can go up against anything, defeat it. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. It's true. The proud and arrogant person, i.e. mocker is his name, behaves with insolent fury. Be humble and meek. The craving of a sluggard will be the death of him, because his hands refuse to work. All day long he craves for more, but the righteous give without sparing. So they are takers. A sluggard is just a taker. Lazy, sluggish, never satisfied, refusing to work for it. The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable. How much more so when brought with evil intent? Because the sacrifice is not really a sacrifice. A false witness will perish, but a careful listener will testify successfully. And that's one of the things, Ten Commandments, do not bear with false witness. The wicked put up a bold front, but the upright give thought to their ways. Think of the Putins out there, these are bullies. They put up this bold front, but deep down inside they're scared, frightened, little children. Upright give thought to their ways before they do something. Think before you act. There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can concede against God. He's undefeatable. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. You can prepare all you want for battle, but whether you're victorious or not, that's up to God. So in that, next time, we got about 10 left. Got some clarity. I was able to help give clarity on some of those things. And again, focus on this weekend and weeks. Talk to God. Ask him your questions. And ask him your questions in all humility and honesty and truth. And expect and know that you will be answered. Be open to the answer. Not looking just for one specific answer, the one you want to hear. So, stay safe. Peace of Christ. God bless.